Incognito here. It is October 9th. I am in Oakland, California, someplace I have tried to avoid. I've heard lots of bad things about it. It is absolutely as bad as I have heard. These people really give me the creeps. Most people do here. Some people are pretty great. It's quite a mix of culture here, which is, that alone is good, but the bad culture is pretty prominent. It's very littered. I came here just to go to a couple museums, and this is during a blackout of much of California. PG&E, the electric company, turned off power to many residences and businesses, and I have first-hand experience of that when I woke up this morning in the neighborhood in Vacaville where I was overnight parking on the side of the street in my campervan, which you can see behind me in the parking lot, maybe just barely. And so when I woke up, I noticed the neighborhood was pretty dark. I woke up about 5 a.m. Nobody's light was on. And I drove from Vacaville to Oakland. It took a long time. There was heavy traffic. And I like the museums here. I'm skipping around. I really like the couple museums. The Oakland Museum has a combination of art, history, and science in the same area, as well as a nice garden. I smell quite a lot of weed. There's a lot of people smoking here. Smoking cigarettes and weed, very common. Something I despise about the culture here. And backing up a little bit on my way here, I stopped at a gas station to try to get some water to fill my RV up. They have free water there, but the power outage had shut the pump off for the water, so I couldn't get water. But I went to another museum nearby between here and Vacaville, some kind of Navy Marine museum. The admission was only $5 and the parking was free. That's pretty unusual for that location. And so I filled my van up with water there. I have the fuel tank full of diesel to drive around, and then so I'm living off grid as usual in this area just fine. I'm hearing some black woman cursing pretty loud over there, and so wow. This is one of the more famous attractions here. This is an amphitheater. This is where people misbehave quite a bit. I just had to go check it out real quick. I'm going to go to a state park beach in Oakland. It's going to be paid parking there, and then I'm going to work out, and I'm going to take a shower at a fitness center, spend the night for free. And over the next couple days, I'm going to be going through more museums, and also in downtown San Francisco to the California Academy of Sciences. It's my favorite museum in the world, except I dread going through San Francisco. I hate it. I really hate it, but I really love that museum, so there's quite a conflict. And so that's my ordeal here during the famous power outage. I'm gonna have power because my van is solar powered, and my living area is solar powered with a Tesla lithium battery. I don't know the logic behind the power company choosing certain businesses in certain residential areas to shut down, cut the power off. I don't quite understand how they chose that. I noticed it's pretty sporadic. And at the time I'm speaking, I don't know how long they're going to keep it off. I don't really care. The museums I go to are open anyway with power. They have power, and so I don't have to go home to a dark house. So in one of the cases where living in a van is superior over owning a house, California is quite a high risk state for problems. And the reason why I'm messing around in California so much over the past few years, the mild climate, ocean beaches, and to just experience what it's all about before I go spend a lot more time inland. I kind of want to see all the major attractions and get the hell out of California as soon as I'm done with all that, and go inland where it's cheaper and less crowded and less problems. I think the future of California is very bleak, very doomsday opinion about the future of California. So I want to see all the major places before it gets even worse. I think it's going to get quite a lot worse. Mostly due to climate change. It's just going to be financially devastating for the state to try to keep up with the natural disasters. Alright, well, let me know what you think in the comments below. I want to see at least a couple thousand comments. Thanks.